Hey, family, listen. Spirit is saying that there is a third party that is salty because the person that they're with is choosing you. This is a toxic karmic connection, and this karmic third party is mad because their lover is choosing you. This person was thoughtless, this person was arrogant and downright bigoted when they were cheating with your person. But now the tables have turned. This prized possession they thought they'd won still has a roving eye and is very lustful for some strange adventures, Spirit is saying. And they're craving some variety. And this third party is too busy being fake, controlling, mischievous, and bossy to see what their lover is craving. And really, they don't care. Because they're in the midst of teaching this person a lesson about being disloyal and unfaithful to them. This third party is in mission impossible, made possible by karmic execution mode. Let's just put it that way. Because they are in an energy of being hurt, disappointed, and let down because they feel like they've given their all to somebody that doesn't appreciate them, to somebody that was playing a game with them. Basically, the same things that you've gone through, family, with this ex-person is the same thing that they're going through. And now they can't stand it that the shoe is on the other foot. When it was you, and it was a you problem, oh, it was funny, it was cute. But now that they're going through this, it's no longer funny. It's no longer, it's no longer attractive. This is something that is bad now, but when they were doing it, it was good. When you were on the side of crying, hurt, let down, broken because of all the things that you did for an individual and how you gave an individual unconditional love without disloyalty, without dishonesty, without being malicious, without being hurtful, but being the person that they needed, being the person that they wanted, being the person that they desired, but never being enough because they were too busy being greedy, because they were too busy being lustful, because they were too busy wanting everything else. They were too busy chasing a thrill and looking for the next best thing, only to run up on this situation where they thought they were going to something better, they were getting something better, that they could do better than you, basically. And they've only found out that not only did they not do better than you, they attracted in somebody that is just like them. And this person does not like themselves in real time. If we're just honest, this is somebody that is unawakened. This is somebody that is not healed. And this is somebody that always needs attention, always needs to feel seen, always needs to be in the spotlight. And the problem is that these two people are attracted to a lot of things, but they don't know what real love is. They don't know what balance is. And we have the Two of Cups. They don't know what balance is. This is what they say they desire: balance, attraction, partnership, harmony, but neither one of them are harmonious. Neither one of them are balanced, and neither one of them knows how to honor a connection or appreciate what they have. That's why they're always looking for the next big thing. That's why they are always chasing a thrill. Spirit, what is the message? Yeah, this is somebody that wants to be seen. This is somebody that knows that they had victory and success with you. And this third party realizes that this person had victory and success with you. And since they've been with this third party, there has been nothing but headache, heartache, burdens, and trouble with the 10 of Wands, and that is the truth. This is somebody that now is realizing that they were the problem in a situation. This is somebody that knows that you were very positive and they gave you nothing but negative. You brought peace and they brought chaos and conflict. You brought balance, harmony, abundance. This person brought scarcity, poverty, lack, and codependency, draped in a trauma bond that they called a relationship. But this person now knows that they did not give you equal give and take. They did not put forth much effort, if any at all, to make a connection work. This is somebody that thought that they had found a fool and that you would always be hanging on the string, waiting for them to return. That you would always let bygones be bygones. That they could always finesse you into letting something go, into letting them back in your life. This is somebody that was supposed to be a divine masculine, but this is a dark divine masculine. This is somebody that has gotten off of their journey, Spirit is saying, but this is somebody that was very controlling with the Emperor card. This is somebody that was very controlling, somebody that didn't want to work for something. This is somebody that always brought about strife. This is somebody that moved in the spirit of envy. This is somebody that is at war with themselves in their mind. This is somebody that's coming out really as a dark emperor. This is somebody that is still repeating cycles over and over again because they failed to appreciate who they were with and what they had in you. And so now this third party is bound to teach them a lesson. The Spirit is saying that they are teaching each other lessons, and these lessons that they're teaching, nobody's listening and nobody's learning anything. All they're doing is bringing about despair, more disappointment, more disillusionment. This is somebody that is already burdened, somebody that is in a mindset of woe is me, because somebody is looking back on what they lost and what they have, and the math ain't mathing, and they're realizing that what they chose was not worth what they lost. Because somebody's now realizing what they lost in you was priceless. Somebody's now realizing that if it were no more than just for the friendship that you brought, the camaraderie-ship that you brought to a situation, even without the love affair, they were still better off with just you as a friend than having this person as a lover, homie, and a friend, because this person is neither of those. This person is coming out as a frenemy. This person is coming out as a snake, somebody that cannot be trusted, somebody that is thirsty, somebody that is malicious, somebody that is on a win at all costs, but somebody that has already put wheels in motion to take this person down, and they're not aware of what is coming for them because this third party is moving in silence. But this third party is definitely moving in strategy. They are definitely moving in a conniving spirit. They are definitely moving in a spirit of revenge because they feel like this person has them looking like a fool to their community, to their friends, to their family. 911 on the timer. But Spirit is saying that there is no reciprocity within this. Nobody here has been fair. Nobody has been loyal. Nobody has been honest. Both parties have lied about what they wanted. The third party was saying that it was okay, that they could get money together. They could always have that long life SEX connection, and no matter who either one of these people would be with, they would always come back, link up, make money, have a bomb time in bed, and going about their business. But the problem is that your person is still down with it. But the other person, the third party, Spirit is saying, call feelings, 10-10 on the timer. Call feelings, and now they want more. They feel like they've given more, but your person feel like they haven't given anything because they're looking at what they were promised or what they were told, and none of that has come to fruition. And because none of that has come to fruition, this person is now saying that I want to go back to the original terms of the contract. I don't want to be in this connection. I don't want to be in a committed connection. I want my freedom. We can still be friends, we can still make money, but I want my freedom. And the third party is like, nah, we locked in. For real, for real. But the person is like, they're doing what they have to do to get by. They're saying what they have to say. They're telling somebody what they want to hear, just like they did you. They're still moving out of strategy, just like this third party is moving out of strategy and trickery. Ooh, baby, we got them both. Man, we got the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords in reverse at the same dang time. Yeah, there's nothing here but toxicity. There is no benefit here. Somebody, though, with this 10 of Swords is trying to recover what they lost. They're trying to go back and recover what they lost, but there's the third party is also feeling like they need to recover what is beneficial, what is to their advantage, what profits them. They need what was promised to them. This person made them a promise, and they want that promise fulfilled. But everybody in the situation, Spirit is saying both parties have lied. Both parties have just plain fabricated an entire situation that never needed to even be. This situation should have never even taken place, but this is what they chose, and both of them have walked right into karma. They're stuck in a situation where they have to stay in a situation with one another. Neither one of them can get out of this situation until they learn the lessons that they were supposed to learn in the first place. Your person is learning that the past is the past for a reason, and exes are exes for a reason. That's not for everybody. Take it how it resonates for you. Because for some of you, this was a third party that your person recently met. But for others of you, this is a person from their past. It may be a child or father's mother. It may be an ex-spouse. Or it may just be an ex from their past. But either way, they're learning that there is no honor among thieves. There is no love in toxicity. There is no love. There is no balance. There is no peace when you are delving into the dark things of life, the low vibrational things, the toxic things, the things that are not seen in the daylight because they are celebrated, Spirit is saying, in the nightlife. This is somebody that they chose one another because their vibes matched. And what I mean by that is that they're both toxic. Toxicity is their love language. They both live in a spirit of and an energy of delusions and illusions. They don't tell the truth. They don't see a truth because both of them are emotionally unintelligent, emotionally blocked. Their mental space, they move fast. They move too fast. They don't think a thing through. They're always looking for change, but they're always trying to force themselves off or force their way into a situation or on a person without their free will. They're always trying to force somebody's free will. This goes for the third party and the person that you were dealing with. They always want to try and have their way. This person that you were dealing with, they're wanting a change now. They're missing your generosity. They're missing your balance. They're missing everything about you. And they're now wanting to come towards you with the Eight of Wands. They're wanting to come in and make a change. They're trying to change. They're saying that they need you in order to change. Many of you have already walked away from this situation and you're not dealing with the situation with this person and they know it. But this person is still trying to figure out how they can salvage this connection, how they can fix something, how they can show you that they want to renew something with you. They want you to have faith in them. They want to heal, but they need to be with you in order to heal. This is somebody that saying that they want to come in and help you. They see you as successful and they know that being with you will afford them the opportunity to turn things around, to make a change, for 1616 on the timer, for things to change in their life, because they need that truth. They need that fairness. They need that balance. They know that they need to start over. They know that they royally messed up and they're still not wanting to admit it. But in their mind, Spirit is saying these are the things that are going round and round on their hamster wheel. That's the star card. I can't show it on camera. But this is somebody now that wants to come in and love you. They want to come in and finesse you. See, this person wants to, it's like they're saying one thing in their mind, but what Spirit is showing me is something else, because what they view as love is love bombing. What they view as deep conversation is gaslighting. What they view is working together in community is triangulation, breadcrumbing, flying monkeys. This is somebody that doesn't think from a clear mind space. And this is somebody whose heart space is blocked. They don't know how to love. And they definitely don't know how to receive love. They sabotage everything and everybody that comes in their life to help them. They always end up making the wrong choice. They always end up choosing the wrong partner. They always end up on the short end of the stick. They always end up cheating themselves. This person is now sitting in regret. They can't sleep at night. They're very anxious. They feel hopeless. They feel stuck to something and someone that they thought they knew. They thought they knew how to survive in an environment. They thought they knew how to get along with a person. They thought that they could change the narrative. They thought that they were going to be in control, because that's what this person told them. 1818 on the timer. Only to realize that they've gone to somebody that is very deceitful. Somebody that's always got something up their sleeve. They're very unpredictable. There's no organization. This person just lies. This person has nothing together. This person has severe mental imbalance. This person has a chemical imbalance. This third party has a chemical imbalance in their brain that gives them some type of mental dysfunction, something like anxiety disorder or major depression, or possibly both, paranoid schizophrenia. Take it how it resonates. But this person has some deep-seated issues, right along with the person that you were with. They both have deep-seated issues. This is why they are stuck in this situationship that they call a relationship, because they're trauma bonded and they're codependent. They each need something from the other. And because of that, one person knows how to deal with the other person because they know what that other person is seeking, and they give them just enough to keep them holding on, and vice versa. This is what they're doing. There's no justice in a situation. This is somebody that has no morals. No, they're not fair in a situation. They're not accountable to anything. And because of that, you're getting justice. And this person has taken themselves under judgment. And if they don't see something in this situation and release this burden, try and heal, go through a dark night of the soul, get on their assigned path, their purpose, their destiny, as they were sent here to do, something is going to come in and rock their world. The Most High is getting ready to make a change for somebody that has refused to get up and make it for themselves. Somebody that doesn't have the willpower to get up and do a thing for themselves. Somebody that lacks the tenacity to do so. They're reflecting now on what they gave up with you, what they thought they were going to achieve in this situation, how they thought they were going to progress in a situation. They thought that, they were going to do better. They were going to master something. This is somebody now that is seeing that what they went to, they didn't think a thing through thoroughly. They didn't have a backup plan. They did not have an alternate route to take. They did not think ahead. They did not plan. They did not budget. They just went in head first. They didn't plan. So Spirit says they did. By not planning, they planned to fail. And they did so epically. This is somebody that needs you. Somebody that wants to have a conversation with you. This is somebody that realizes that you moved on and they don't feel like you're going to want to hear what they have to say. But they're saying that they've got to find a way to get to your heart. They know you got some love in your heart for them. And they're going to have to just take their chance because they know that you love them. And it's got to be some love left in your heart for them. This is what your past person is saying. This person knows that they fumbled unconditional love. This person is now realizing that they threw away a beautiful friendship. They threw away real love. They threw away the best thing that ever happened to them. They threw away the person that made them happy. This is somebody that now misses your influence, needs you to help them in some kind of way. This person is not good at making plans. Like I said, they're not good at creating goals and making a stable plan to reach those goals in a sensible way. This is somebody that thought they had teamwork in a community of fake friends that are coming out as frenemies with a lover that is coming out as false, and in energy that is coming out as forbidden. Energy that is coming out as final. Energy that's coming out as blocked. This situation that they took themselves to with this person, it has been blocked. There is no forward movement. There is no abundance there. Nothing is manifesting. Nobody is trying to elevate, evolve. Everything around them is toxic. There's a toxic environment. There's toxic people. There's toxic addictions. There's toxic substances. There's toxic everything. There is nothing high vibrational. This person they are literally sending out telepathic messages to you in the 5D that they need your energy. They need your love. They need your light. They need your resources too. But they need you in order to help them heal past this because they don't have the strength. And the people that they're around, they're not supporting elevation. They're not supporting evolvement. They're not supporting those things. They're supporting staying stuck in the same cycles that has kept this person broken their entire life. The person that they are with, the environment that they are in, it is nothing but a repeat of karmic cycles on and it's on repeat. And they keep repeating the same cycles, not learning the lessons and thinking that this is my life. My life is just messed up. No, their thought process is messed up. The way they think, the way their logic is thrown off. They need to recalibrate. They need to ask for divine intervention. They need to give this up. They need to just understand that they're going to either have to change or, I don't know, be a pauper, a beggar or something on the street, because this person is got one foot in, Spirit is saying, and one foot out. They are one wrong decision away from losing, Spirit is saying, their freedom, their health. Take it how it resonates. But this is somebody that takes too many chances in the wrong direction, doing the wrong things with the wrong people, because this is what they like, because it makes them feel good, because it's what they want to do. But somebody got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away. Because, baby, if you like me, I ain't doing no running. This person needs to go in a different direction. This person is taking the fool's way out. This person does not understand that what they fail to balance out in their life with the Temperance card. They're still being held responsible for that, because this was their divine mission. Spirit is saying that the Most High says that you don't ask for something that you don't really want. But this person really wanted this. But their fear of letting go of the things and the people that were familiar to them, that they had history with, has caused them to lose everything. Because the people that they trusted were never in the corner. They just sold them enough lies and illusions to keep them hooked, and then they would breadcrumb them the same things that they were doing to you. This is what people were doing to your past person before you showed up. They knew this. They even told you this. And how they ended up, Spirit is saying that there was a lot of sorcery going on. This person was doing spells on you. The person that they went to was doing spells on you and them to break up a connection, and then doing spells on them to keep them. But baby, you can't make somebody love you. You can do spells on people, but every time that moon change, they're going to go upside your head. Or they're going to be a big argument, a big conflict, disagreement. This is somebody that knows that they chose wrong. Even the third party is feeling that they chose wrong, and they did, because they chose somebody that was not their divine counterpart. And this is Aries energy. This is somebody that didn't prepare for what's going on. Somebody that is not being successful. Somebody because they're not honest, because they weren't real with themselves in a situation. They were selling themselves illusions. So now they're just stuck. Yep. They're just stuck. Give me one more message. Spirit, what's the final message? What are the final messages, Spirit? What does the collective need to know about this person, this third party, and what they should do moving forward? Ooh, line after D. Hey. Okay. So, Spirit is saying that you don't look back. You don't stop. You've already escaped hell. You've already started on a new timeline of abundance. You're already working towards, moving towards, going towards wish fulfillment, true abundance, a happy family, a beautiful community in life. You're about to celebrate because you've been faithful, because you've been patient, because you have gone through the storm and come out on the other side educated, a few bruises, a little battering, but you're not broken. You're not broken. You are coming out in a King of Wands energy. Take it how it resonates for you. You're up for something new. You're up for adventure, but you know adventure comes in moderation. You know that you've got to plan. You know that you've got to scope. You've got to do all of these things. You got to prepare. You have got to create an emergency plan. You got to do all those things. You're a visionary, somebody that's very successful by nature, somebody that has the willpower to make changes, necessary changes. You're making those changes with a Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. You're choosing your own way. You're standing on divine wisdom. You're stepping out of an energy of complacency. You trust in the process. And with that, you will win because you know that the Most High has not ever led you astray. And you know that there are telltale signs that since you've released some burdens from your life, some people from your life, some toxicities from your life, things have changed. And they're steady moving, they're steady changing. Some days they may not seem like they're moving at all. But other days it seems like time is folding in on itself and it's going fast. And the Most High is saying to you, keep going. You're almost there. Yeah, this person, this third party is very aggressive, very demanding, very dramatic. Somebody's very jealous. But they have a lot of self-doubt, a lot of low self-esteem. This is somebody that wishes they could be you, Spirit said. Somebody tried to manipulate their way or tries to manipulate their way with the Magician. Somebody that, is under judgment for what they're doing. Somebody that fails to awaken. Both of these people need to awaken. Both of these people need to see that where they are is taking them to a dead end and they're almost at the end of the road because something got skates on it and it's about to come to an abrupt end. Somebody, instead of manifesting a positive outcome, they were trying to manipulate somebody's downfall. And because of that, they are now standing under judgment while you move on. Spirit is saying to bigger and better things, to have a smile on your face every day, to know that life is not always peaches and cream and it's not always roses and sunshine, but it is a divine mixture of everything that you need in order to make a successful life, a happy life, a peaceful life, a purpose-filled life. Because if it was good every day, you'd get bored. If it was bad every day, you'd lose hope and faith. So a mixture of good, a mixture of bad, a mixture of sweet, and a mixture of salty makes for a nice savory meal with some sweet endings on it. And that's where you're heading, family. If this is your message, let me know. Drop pink hearts in the chat and say, I'm moving towards a sweet ending, because you are. This is your season, 3333. On the timer, it's our season. We're moving forward, moving to a new timeline. Spirit is showing up every day with something new, with something bright, something brilliant, something unexpected, but something that is reviving to the soul, something that makes you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to do, because the signs and synchronicities are everywhere. Pay attention. They're talking to you. They're trying to let you know what's coming for you. I love you guys. And remember, we are Divine Truth Oracle. We don't chase trends. We move timelines, baby. Bye.